going. All right, get to hear my favorite Zoom voice go off. Welcome to our regeneration class. I'm Coach Clint, and today we'll be going through some good movements to just get you up, get you moving, help you move a little better today. Hopefully this is all pretty low sweat. You shouldn't get too hot and sweaty. I sweat all the time, so don't judge it off of me, okay? So here we go. We're going to go with our tip for today, kind of following with what we talked about on Tuesday. We're talking about burnout. So burnout is a real thing. We really got to be careful with it within work from home and stuff like that. So now that some of us have been sent back home, be careful with what you're doing. So 5 ways to recover from burnout, okay? Prioritize, delegate, leave it at work, and then set some boundaries. And now I wrote some small things in there. It's kind of hard to read. If you guys want more information on this, I can always send it to you. But basically, prioritizing, some things just need to get done. Others can wait, so let them wait. Okay, delegate if you can. Pass some of the things off to other people. Allow them to thrive with some of your work that maybe kind of drives you down. Leave work at work. Work from home is hard, so maybe pretend that you have a commute, go out for a walk around the block, come back home. Give yourself that break from work. Be firm about your needs. Make sure that they know what you need, what makes you thrive, what makes you excited with work projects, stuff like that. And then set some boundaries. Make sure to set boundaries. You don't always have to say yes, even though sometimes it feels like you do. I fall into that category all the time. So just be careful. Don't burn out, because that makes life even more difficult. And then our joke, I actually left the old joke on there, so I had to handwrite it. Sorry, my handwriting is really bad. Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? Stick around to the end and you get to find out why. So let's go ahead and get things rolling. We're going to start down on the ground. We're going to go single leg glute bridge. So down on the ground, single leg glute bridge position. Nothing too fancy here. We're just going to relax. We're going to drive our heel into the ground, and I'm just going to press up. That's it right there. We're just going to hold in this glute bridge position, isometric hold here. Just holding, nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, why we're doing this? Hip extension. We're bringing our hip up towards the sky. We're activating our glute. We're kind of doing the opposite of sitting right now, right? Even though we're in the ground, we're doing the opposite of sitting. Go ahead and switch to the other side. You can come down, relax down, drive the other heel into the ground, drive that hip up towards the sky. Okay, I want you to pretend like somebody's pulling your hips up to the sky with the string right from your hip, right in that crease, right about where your pocket connects. Pull yourself up. Nice tight core. Remember to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Relax down. Switch to the same or the first side again. Drive up. Okay, we're just doing 2 on each side here. Just waking those glutes up, getting them ready for the movements that we have today. Nothing super taxing today. We're just going to kind of go through some good flow movements. Go ahead and switch one more time. Last one here. Drive up. Now remember, this is a one-way camera, so unfortunately I cannot see you. I cannot correct your movements. So I need to make sure that you have a nice safe space around you, about a mat's width, maybe a little bit more. We aren't going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff today. Go ahead and relax down. Okay, but just make sure you have some safe stuff around you. Make sure you have a good area to work in. If you start feeling weird with any of these movements, please take a quick break, grab some water, and then get right back into it. Let's go scap push-ups from a quad position. Okay, so right here, I'm going to tighten my core. I'm going to relax. I got my knees under my hips. I got my hands under my shoulders. I'm going to tighten my core, but I'm going to allow my hips to just be comfortable where they're at. I'm going to drive my shoulders into the ground by pushing my hands nice and tight into the ground. Now I'm going to relax those shoulders up towards the sky. Think about bringing my shoulder blades together. I'm still keeping my back flat by keeping my core tight. Drive those shoulders back into the ground. Good. Relax, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Allow those shoulders to kind of point up towards the sky. Now drive back down. Now it's kind of hard to see, I know, on the camera, but basically what I'm doing, I'm going to just move closer so you can see. I'm pressing my hands into the ground, and then I'm allowing my shoulders to come together. I'm rolling them back and down, and then I'm pressing them back forward. So it's all in those shoulders. Let's do 5 of those in quad position. Okay. Reason we're in quad, it's not a full push-up, right? We're just really working that scapula mobility and stability, driving through those shoulders. Let's go one more together, I should say. You probably did more than what I have written down, but I want to do one more with you. Drive through and relax. Good job. All right, let's go pigeon position. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go into a pigeon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this leg forward into that forward position like so. My back leg, I'm going to sweep to the back of the room. Okay, I'm going to relax my toe. I'm going to point my toe so that my foot's fairly flat. And I'm going to try to get this hip square with my front leg. Now I'm tight in my hip. So this right here, my shin is pretty tight to my thigh. If I can, I'll walk it out a little bit, but then I start getting really tight in there, okay? So this is the position right here. We're just gonna hold for a second. Nice deep breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, any of these stretches, any of these movements, you're gonna just do what you can. I'm demoing, but just go to where you're comfortable, maybe just a little uncomfortable, but never push into pain. Okay, just a little uncomfortable. Go ahead and let's switch to the other side. Okay, now to switch, I just walk my other leg back, bring that other leg forward into that figure 4-ish position. Again, upright through that chest. I'm pressing my shoulders into the ground through my hands. Nice and upright. Deep breaths here. We're gonna do one more on each side, and then we're gonna go into the movements for today. Good, let's go one more. Deep breath in. Good, let's go ahead and switch. Now this time, I'm gonna face you. You guys know what it looks like from the side now. So I'm here. I got my hands in front. I'm gonna open to the open side of my hip. So since it's my left leg, the closed side would be my left side. So I'm gonna take my right arm. I'm gonna reach underneath, like I'm gonna try to grab this knee over here and pull myself down. Deep breath here. Now I'm going to take that right arm and I'm going to reach up towards the sky and look where that hand is going. Good. Close down one more time. Reach underneath. Grab that knee that's in front and pull yourself around. Deep breath. Relax down into that stretch. Now release that arm and reach up to the sky one more time. Good job. Nice work. Little T-spine mobility with that hip piece. Go ahead and switch to the other side. Now you know the movement. Go ahead and fold underneath. Now one side might be a little tighter. One side might be a little more mobile. This is my more mobile side. I can actually reach a little further through. Rotate up towards the sky. I can also reach a little bit higher to the sky. This is my easy side. Okay. Doesn't change that it's not a good stretch. Reach underneath one more time. I found out that I say a lot of times these are like some of my favorite stretches, but it's true. Most of these stretches I love. Go ahead and rotate up towards the sky. Now, the nice thing about this is you can do this also at a desk. You can go into the figure 4 position. Go ahead and relax. You can go into a seated position. Cross your leg over the top, like if I was sitting in a chair, and you can pull yourself towards the hip. Then you can open yourself up away from that hip. You get very similar stretch in your chair. So it's a good little nugget stretch to take with you for long days and meetings and stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and do some activation. So we're gonna start on 2, up on our toes. I'm gonna say go, we're gonna drop to a single leg. Okay, if you need to kickstand a little bit so you don't fall over, that's fine. We're gonna do 2 on each side. You alternate, does not matter which side you start with, just make sure you alternate on the next one. Here we go, all the way up. And go, drop to that single leg. Find that balance. Good, all the way up. Go, drop, find that balance. Woo, woo. Good job. Don't watch me. If you watch me, you'll fall over. Here we go, all the way up. Go. Nice. Now this is my really good base leg because I was a soccer player. That's what my base leg was when I kicked. All the way up. Last one. Go. So my right leg, even though it's my strong, quote unquote, leg, is my weak leg. Go ahead, come on up. Good job, guys. Now the reason we did that single leg, 2 to 1 right there, okay? We're learning how to stabilize through this leg, okay? So this next one, same thing, 2 to 1, okay? Go ahead and watch here. So same thing, I say go, I drop to 1. I hold in that 1, I say go again. We're just gonna hop nice and easy on one leg just for about 3 to 5 seconds, okay? You do not have to leave the ground. You can just kind of bounce a little bit, okay? We're just making sure that we're nice and stable. 1 on each side. Here we go, all the way up. Go. Go. Just nice, easy. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. We're not breaking any world records. We're just being nice and stable. Here, all the way up. Other side, and go. And go. Get that nice little hop going. I'm coming up on my toe a little. 2, 1, and relax. All right, grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We're going to go into our first set of movements. We got some stuff today that's really about controlling our body in space. This first one, load and lift. I'm going to turn kind of 45 to the camera. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to keep myself long and strong through my head all the way to my heel. I'm going to slightly bend this front leg. I'm going to reach back and try to tap my toe to the ground. Okay, that's as far as I need to go. It's like a high lunge, right? And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to come into a hip flex position, making a tabletop here. I should be able to set my water bottle up there and not spill. And then I'm going to go same side, relax back, reach for the back of the room. This is what we call a load and lift. Normally we would have our arms up into a wall, but since we're just doing body weight stuff today, we're just working that movement. Stand on up, nice and tall. We got one more. Okay, create that tension here. Tight core, lift that leg, nice tabletop. Go ahead and reach back one more time. Soft bend in this front knee, reach to the back of the room. Drop your chest, but make yourself a straight line from your heel to the top of your head. Good, come up. Woo! As that leg gets tired, those proprioceptors try to keep you balanced and you start getting some wigglies, okay? Go ahead and switch to the other leg. Other leg here, okay? Let's go ahead and I'm gonna reach back, slight bend, make myself long, strong, coming forward. Find that balance. If I need to, I can tap this toe back here to stay balanced. Come up nice and tall. Good, reach back. Soft bend in that knee. Reach to the back of the room. Come up. Beautiful. We got one more here. Reach back. And pop up. And relax. Shake out those legs if you felt a little heavy in those hips. Okay, sometimes even that movement can get a little wearing on you, even though it's a couple. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do hinge to squat. Okay, hinge to squat. Soft bend in my knees. Hinging my hips back. Nice flat back here. Okay, I'm gonna drop my chest, push my butt to the back of the room, and then from here, okay, this is your hinge. You should feel hamstrings, glutes. And now I'm gonna pull my butt down towards my heels. You can reach your arms out forward if you want. Chest comes up. Now we're in that squat. Okay, now we come back into that hinge. Drive those hips up. Find that bent over position. And then stand up. Good job. We got 2 more of those. Okay, soft bend in those knees. Hips go back. Good. Find that nice flat back position. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, glutes. Now pull yourself under into that squat. Arms go out. Now, if you want, you can hang on to a chair, a desk leg, something to help you sit back really far. Go ahead, drive those hips back up. Find that stretch. Roll up nice and tall. Good. We got one more. Okay. And like I said, using a couch, something to hang on to, helps you keep your hips lower and your chest up as we do the squat part. So soft bend, hips go back. Find that good position, drop into that squat. Good, drive those hips back up. Nice flat back, keep those shoulders active. Don't let them round forward. Stand up. Good job. Let's go down to the ground, 90-90 position. Okay, 90-90. So I'm gonna curl up into a little ball, okay? Round one, we have 2 rounds of this. Round one, I'm gonna tuck both knees together. I'm gonna hold this top knee nice and solid so it doesn't come apart from my bottom knee. And we're just gonna open up. So I'm gonna put my palm on the ground from this top hand. I'm gonna rotate towards the sky. I'm gonna try to keep my hips pointed straight up towards the sky as I rotate my T-spine. And I'm gonna look where my arm is going. I'm not cheating here. I'm not allowing my knees to slide apart. And I'm not letting my hip twist. I'm just going as far as my T-spine will allow, and then closing back down. Good, one more time. Open up, nice deep breath. Let it out as you go. Find that end range. We're just gonna hold for a second. Notice I'm looking where this hand is going back here. Relax into the stretch just a little bit by taking a deep breath. Good, close down. Let's switch to the other side. The best part of my day is the break dancing I have to do to switch back and forth. Go ahead and tuck back up. Okay, make sure those knees are stacked. Hip is pointed towards the sky. Bottom hand holds those knees together. Palm touches the ground. I open up. I watch where that hand is going. Now this is surprisingly, even though in that pigeon pose, I can get a little more on this side. This, I definitely feel my hip wanting to turn. So I really have to focus on keeping that hip in place. Deep breath in, let it out. Good, close down. Let's do one more here. Feels so good. One of my favorite stretches. I bet you knew that was coming. Here we go, open up. I like this one a lot. This one is so good. There's so many variations of it. Deep breath in, let it out. Relax in that stretch a little bit, but don't let your hips twist. Good, close on down. Nice work, guys. Good job. All right, the next one for this round, our last movement for this round, is we're gonna go down dog to plank push-ups, okay? So, or down dog push-up to plank. Sorry, I read my own handwriting wrong. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna stretch out those shoulders. Go ahead and press into a down dog position as best you can. Now, mine is not perfect, so I do not expect yours to be perfect unless you do yoga every day. Then I expect more out of you. But we're really gonna try to duck that head down. Try to extend those hips. Nice and strong through our shoulders. Now I'm gonna bend my elbows slightly. Now, if all you can do is about halfway down and then press back up, that's great. If you can take those elbows all the way to the ground, press back up, even better. Okay, that just means that you have a little more strength. That's great. Okay, just do what you can do today and we'll work on it. Now we're gonna fall into that plank position. Good, we got 2 more of those, but we're just gonna hold in this plank for right now. Just like when we did those scap push-ups, drive those hands into the mat. Good, push your hips up high. Find that good shoulder stretch, hip stretch, hamstrings, all the good stuff. Good, let's go down into that down dog push-up. Press back up. Just try to get better every time. Come forward into that plank. Learning how to control our body in space, just like what we talked about today. Good, push back and up. Drive through those shoulders. Good, let's get that down dog push up, down and up. Come into that plank one last time. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job, guys. Okay, get a quick drink. We're going to go through this next round a little quicker because now you guys kind of know the movements, you know the flow. Going to go a little faster. So grab a quick drink and come up here and check on you guys. Oh, yeah, we're doing good. We're good for time. We'll go quick. Who we got? Oh, the only person I haven't said hi to yet is Van. Hi, Van. Hopefully you guys are having fun today. All right, let's get moving. Okay, let's do our load and lift. We're just doing 2 on each side. Slight bend. Reach to the back of the room. Step up. Nice and high. Good. Soft bend. Reach to the back of the room. Remember, nice and strong, head to heel. Come up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Okay, little less reps, little less time. That's okay. Reaching back. Good. Step up. Find that balance. Good. Reach back. Step up. Nice. Okay, let's go straight into those hinges. Hinge down to deep squat. And then what we're going to do with this one is we're actually going to pair this with our overhead press or down dog push-up. Okay, so here we go. Hinge first. Hinge. Find that good hinge position. Pull yourself down into that squat. Good. Go down into a down dog. So I'm going to push my hands into the ground. I'm going to walk my feet back into a down dog position. Let's go all the way down. Press back up. Fall into that plank position. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And then come on down. Good job. Let's finish this up one time with our 90-90, and then we'll finish things out with our little bit of core and our quote for today. So this time, 90-90. If you liked the last one, keep your knees stacked, hip pointed to the sky. If you want a little more stretch, but only if you can do it with keeping your hip in a good spot, we're going to come into the strider position. Okay, so bottom leg goes out, top leg comes over the top. Same thing, I'm just going to open up. Okay, you'll feel a big difference. I can't go as far, okay? Now, if you were touching the ground the first time, then I would suggest going here. If you can't touch the ground with the stacked knees, you will not even get close with that open one. So go ahead and just stick with the stacked. Let's go 2 here. Important to open up our chest after our day. Okay, let's go one more. Open up. 30 minutes flies by. Close down. Let's go switch sides. Why does it always fly by? I do not know. I feel like this class could be like 2 hours long. Let's open up. Still probably wouldn't be enough time. Close down. Let's go one more here. Make sure that you're getting that deep breath in. All the way open. I almost touched. Oh, I got it. And my hip's still square. Good job. Nice work, guys. Come out. All right, we're going to finish things up with dead bug hip rotation and a set of roll-ups, okay? Our last thing, I'm going to read you guys the quote. What we're going to do, dead bug hip rotation is I'm going to get into that dead bug position like we normally do, 90-90 at the hip. And all I'm going to do, hands go to the side. I'm just going to allow my knees to kind of go to the side, and then I'm going to control it back. Okay, I'm using those obliques I do not have the mobility to come all the way over and keep my core nice and tight. So I'm only going as far as I can, back to center, over to the other side. Make sure it doesn't pinch in your back. Okay, keep your core nice and tight. Dead bug position. Let's do 8 of those on each side, just reaching over, back to the other side. And I'll read you guys your quote, and then we'll finish with some roll-ups and your joke, okay? Here we go. Get your 8 in. Whether someone is a CEO of a major corporation or is serving meals in a diner, failure to adopt a mindful approach will mean that mental and emotional exhaustion could become a habitual condition. Whether somebody is stressed about their stocks losing value or being able to pay their bills, the internal underlying condition of stress and pressure are essentially the same. Christopher Dines. Okay, so basically what that's saying is it does not matter what your stressor is, right? And this is about burnout too. Doesn't matter what your stressor is. Stress is stress. So just be aware of what's maybe leading to some of those stressors and try to help eliminate those with some of those tips we talked about earlier in the class, okay? Maybe setting some boundaries, making time for work and time for not work. Okay, let's finish with some roll-ups. Dig those heels in. We're just gonna do 2 here. Reach the sky. Ready, and start coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll on back. Just like taking time to do this little self-care class, right? It might only be 30 minutes, but you're getting your body moving. Let's go up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take it on back. So just think about it as you're banking. You're putting some banking into a health bank, and it's just you taking time for you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for, as always, to drive me to teach this class and keep things rolling. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything, please reach out. You can IM or email me anytime. We can set up a one-on-one consult at any time. I'd love to hear from you guys, talk goals or anything else. Thanks again. I look forward to seeing you next time for our regeneration class. Until then, let me leave you with this joke. Please share it with at least one person. Tell them where you heard it, so maybe we can add some more to this class. Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? Because he could not see himself doing the job. Oh, so bad, but so good. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend if I don't see you in another class, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye, everyone. My email is clintx.carlson@intel, or it is clinton.carlson at Team Exos. I had to think about that. So if you need that, it's there. So yeah. Thanks. Good question.